So I got healed, and I, emotionally, psychologically, and even physically, I became strong again. And my kids looked at me, and no one realizes mom is sick unless, because I take drugs like every single day, so they know the types of drugs my mom takes are for HIV and AIDS. So that's what happened. And there was a time she was meant to kneel down the whole lesson because I was not able to pay tuition fee. And I didn't want that to happen to any child. I think that's why I started this campaign on awareness of HIV and AIDS. That's why I have a group of women that we meet in my school, and we talk about ourselves, and we encourage ourselves with still confidence, so that if someone has anything to do with you, let him not take on your child. A child is another person, another generation. Let the child be. So I remember there was a time, this fourth child of mine, she was 3 years, and I was a teacher in a private school in Kibera. So I took her to school with me because teachers were not allowed to bring their children to school. So when I took her to school with me, I had to tell my employer back then that I'm positive. And in case I'll ask for some off to go for my appointment, she becomes aware I'm going to take medication. Because she was motherly, I thought she would understand. It was sad. Any small issues she would relate to me. Look, you sick people should go to Teacher Benta and get counseling. She told like everyone I was sick, and she related any other thing that was negative to me. So I took my kid to school, and then, as usual, a 3-year-old child is always up and down playing. So she played with another child, and they fought. And I think the other child slipped and fell down. So she told me, I don't want you to come to school tomorrow. I don't want the child to come to school too. I said, why? You're positive, and since she breastfed, she could be positive, and she could infect these other kids. I said, no. I've tested her thrice, and she's okay. She forced me to test my baby like 3 times. We have an institution in Kibera called Leatoto. Leatoto is an institution that takes care of mothers who are positive, kids who are born from mothers who are positive, and they are on medication until their files are closed, until they are cleared that they are negative. So I went back to Leatoto. They were like, what are you coming to do, Benta? I said, I've been forced to test my baby for the 4th time with my employer. They did the test. I brought back the test to her, and she said she doesn't trust facilities in Kibera. They're not telling the truth. So we sadly left the school, and from that time up to now, I've never been employed in any other school. I didn't have work. I didn't have money. I had kids to take care of. I was in pain. I was hurting. I was back to square one. So that's why I started this. I started first healing from inside and taking care of myself. In fact, I started my daycare in my house. I used to take care of kids in my house. When mothers go out to do some casual labors, then I take care of their kids in my home. So that's what I've done, I think, for the last almost 15 years. Yeah.